Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel The Global Scholarship. Now let's get started to the video. First type the globalscholarship.org. Click on the first link that appears on the page. This will take to our official website that has three broad categories: scholarship, abroad scholarship, competition and awards. Now click on abroad scholarship. Here you will see list of scholarship. So for today let's focus on Fulbright-Kalam Climate Fellowship for doctoral research. So tap on view button. It will take you to the scholarship details such as scholarship name, scholarship provider, scholarship rewards, and scholarship start date and end date, and education, who all are applicable for the scholarship. And next you will find scholarship description that is mentioned here. Go through it once carefully before applying for the scholarship. Next you will find the benefits that is mentioned here. Read it once what all benefits are there for the scholarship. Next there is the eligibility criteria for the scholarship. Read it once before applying for the scholarship. If you have any queries, you can contact to the given details here. And next you will find the attachments that is required for the scholarship. Please note that while applying for the scholarship, keep handy the documents that is required for the scholarship. And next you will find how to apply for the scholarship. So read carefully while applying for the scholarship. Next hit on click here and apply for the scholarship. It will take you to the scholarship website. If you are a first time user, then you have to create an account. If you are a returning user, then you have to click on login. Then you have to mention the email address and put password, and then click on login. Next you will find application management page. Here you have to click on Fulbright Foreign Student Program for academic year 2024 to 2025. Click on it. Then you have to click on open application. Here you will find the application guidelines. You have to read it once before carefully, and then click on yes and click on save and continue button. Here you will find preliminary questions. You have to choose through which program country you are applying, and you have to choose the academic year, and you have to choose yes or no. Do you hold or applying for? And you have to choose yes or no if you have reviewed on and meet all program eligibility requirements for the country to which you are applying. And next you will find the IIE data privacy consent for applications in IIE managed programs section. So you have to read the details that is mentioned here. After reading that, you have to choose yes or no. And next you will find employment eligibility section. You have to read the details that is mentioned here. After reading that, you have to select yes or no. Then here in this box you have to indicate the country and program to which you are applying. And next you will find reference materials waiver section. So you have to read it. So after reading details, you have to click on yes or no, and then click on save and continue button. And next you will find country information, and next you will find the contact information section. You have to read it. And next you will find program information section. You have to read it once. And next you will find award information section. You have to read it once, and then click on save and continue. And next you will find personal information page. Here you have to choose the prefix, and then you have to mention the first name, middle name, last name, and you have to choose the suffix, and you have to mention the preferred first name. And next you will find name on previous records section. Here you have to mention first given name and middle name and last name. And next you will find biographical information. Here you have to mention the date of birth, and you have to mention the city of birth, and you have to choose the country of birth. And next you have to mention the sex, and next you have to mention preferred gender identity. And next you have to choose the marital status. And here in this box you have to mention Fulbright program complies with the Americans disabilities. If you are disability, then you have to mention or leave it empty. And next you will find citizenship information section. Here you have to choose the country of citizenship, and you have to select here you have hold citizenship in other countries, and next you have to mention the country of permanent residence, and next you have to mention the national identification number, and then click on save and continue button, and next you will find contact information page. Next you will find the address section. Here you have to mention the permanent address. You have to choose the country, the street. Here you have to mention the street details, and you have to mention the city, and you have to select the state, and you have to mention the postal code, and you have to choose yes or no if your current mailing address is same as your permanent address. And next you will find telephone number section. So here you have to mention the cell phone number, home phone number, and work phone number. And next you will find email section. If you have alternate email id, then you have to mention here. And next you will find emergency contact information. You have to read it, that is mentioned here. And next you will find emergency contact in your home country if you are non-US. And here you have to mention the first name, last name, and street 1 and street 2, street 3. And you have to mention the city, region, country, and you have to mention the phone number, email address, and you have to mention relationship to you. And next you will find emergency contact in US. You have to mention the first name, last name, street 1, street 2, street 3, and city and state, and you have to select the country, and that must be USA. And you have to mention the phone number, and you have to mention the email address and relationship to you. You have to mention it, and then click on save and continue button. And next you will find academic and professional information page. So here you will find resume section. Here you have to upload the file of your resume. And next you will find academic background section. Here you have to add the academic background. And next you will find professional experience. Here you have to add the professional experience. And next you will find awards and recognition section. Here you have to mention the details of awards and recognitions, and next you have to fill the details of academic honors and prizes. And next you have to mention the details of published books, articles, and next you have to mention the details of your teaching experience in this box. And in this box you have to fill the details of your research, what you have done. And in next box you have to fill the details of membership or license in professional organization. And next you will find experience abroad section. Here you have to add the new experience abroad. Here you have to mention the country. Here you have to choose the start date and end date, and you have to mention the purpose travel, and here you have to mention the post, and then here you have to mention the post travel, and click on save. Come back to the page, and you have to choose yes or no if you have recently entered the US on visa. And you have to, and next you will find previous Fulbright grants. You have to choose yes or no if you have previously been awarded a Fulbright grant, and then click on save and continue button. And next you will find academic materials. Here you have to click on add institution. Here you have to mention the institution details, and you have to choose the country and mention the city and state, and dates attended you have to mention it, and level of study. And here you have to choose the file, and here you have to choose a file that must be uploaded here, and then click on save and come back to the page and click on save and continue button. Next you will find language skills page. Here you have to choose the native language. Next you will find additional language skills. Here you have to mention how many additional languages you know, and then you have to choose the language, and you have to choose the reading and choose the writing and speaking, and then click on save and continue button. And next you will find test course page. Click on add test, choose the type, and choose the test date, then click on save button. Come back to the page, and then click on save and continue button. And next you will direct to the plagiarism agreement. So please read the plagiarism agreement details that is mentioned here, and after reading the details you have to select yes or no, and then you have to click on save and continue button. And next you will find, and next it will direct to the study plan page, and you have to choose the major field of study, and next you have to mention the details. In this box fill the details of the area of the field in which you plan. Here in this box you have to fill the details that the area in which field you plan specialize in US, and in next box you have to describe your future plans. And next you will find intended to grant period. You have to mention the proposed length of stay in US, and you have to mention the date. And next you will find study research objective section. You have to choose the file here, and next you will find personal statement. You have to choose the file here, and next you will find writing sample, and next you have to choose the PDF file for personal statement, and next you have to choose the file for writing sample, and next you will find the university preference section. So here you have to select how many university preference you would like to add, and next you will find your applied US institution. You have to tick on yes or no, and next you have to choose or select how many applied US institution you would like to add, and next you will find authorization of release of information. Please read it carefully, and next you have to mention the authorization of release information, and then click on save and continue button. Next you will find the grant and travel plans. So here you have to mention the financial information. You have to mention the parent 1 occupation and parent 2 occupation, and spouse or legal partner occupation, and you have to mention the family funds, and you have to mention the what is total amount you can provide from your own funds for your first year of your study in US. And next you will find expected additional funding section. Here you have to choose yes or no if you have been awarded, or you do expect or receive financial assistance from university or institution in your home country. And then you will find travel fund section. Here you have to choose yes or no if you can pay for round trip travel to US if necessary. And next you will find passport travel document section. Here you have to choose the file of travel document, and next you will find accompanying dependents. So here you have to choose how many dependents do you intend to have accompany to United States, and then click on save and continue button, and next you will be directed to the additional information page. Here you have to upload the file for country specific materials. Next you have to upload the file for supplementary materials, and you have to upload the file for additional documentation. And next you will find outreach survey section. Here you have to choose how did you learn about the future Fulbright foreign student program. You have to select that applies, and next how long did you consider applying for Fulbright foreign student award before submitting this application. You have to choose it, and next you have to choose for what were the major factors in helping you in decide apply for Fulbright foreign student award. And next you have to choose if you have participated in any US government sponsored programs, and after that you have to click on save and continue button, and next you will be directed to the recommendation page. So you have to click on add recommender. You have to mention prefix, first name, last name, institution, and title, and relationship, and telephone, and their email address, and personal message to recommender, and then click on send to recommender. Come back to the page, and next click on save and continue button. Next you will find the signature page. Here you have to read the details that is mentioned here before sign. Here you have to mention your name. Click on continue. This is how you go through the scholarship application process. For more updates like this, please subscribe our YouTube channel at the Global Scholarship. Thank you for watching the video.